morning, because if it was good morning, then I would be chilling with a boyfriend right now instead of subjecting myself to some physical pain just to feel something. Gym vlog today. Today I am in the gym. Who would have thought? Who would have guessed? First, this is a fit check. We are wearing my protein top and these shorts. These shorts are my favorite because they are the most scrunched shorts and they go straight up into my ass crack. Like, they scrunch up in that so hard that it's lifting you up from within. It's great. And also it just gives me the biggest like line, and without that it looks like the universe hasn't given me any ass at all. So this one helps. But yeah, I'm not wearing anything big because number one, I sweat way too much. And number two, because I don't want to hide and cover my gusset. My gusset is the area around my pelvic bone. In case you didn't know, now you know. Because I like to have my pelvic bone on show. To really, intimidate those around me. With which my followers on Instagram tend to agree. While I know it's kind of an insult of people to say that I'm packing, I think the insult is kind of only directed at themselves. Because if you think that my bulge is bigger than your sub 1 inch thick, then I think looking in the mirror should be more concerning than looking at me.
Okay.
Because it's truly concerning that I have more balls in my pelvic bone than you do in your dick when you have balls. So on that note, feel free to suck on mine and let's fire up the glutes. Anyways, moving on from that rant, excuse it because whenever I read my Instagram comments, it really does tend to go that way and it kind of angers me. But you know what? Anger is good because you can put it into your workout, really fuel it with emotion. Do I need pre-workout? No, because the anger just powers through me. Oh my god, look. I just found my dream crush. He's right there. Look. It's you. Now for my first exercise, we're gonna hit some hip thrust. My favorite exercise because humping the air is the closest I will get to humping anything.
Oh my god!
Then once I finished tying my shoes, which was actually just a false pretense while I mentally prepared myself to lift a whole 30 kgs. Now the question is, could I do this with like 60 kg, 70? Yeah, I could.
Are you sure about that?
Once I got the hip pads on so that I'm not going to crush my ovaries and absolutely give myself some infertility, I sit down and I
What the hell?
molest the bar. That's not an essential step. I'm not sure why I do that. Anyways, whether you give it a little rub or not, this is how I go. I do 10 sets of 3 within one. I do normal hip thrust with a pause at the top, and then I do 10 pulses, and then I do 10 of these little leg spreaders. Spread your legs, make it feel awkward and uncomfortable for everyone in the gym. Then in between sets, I like to pray to the gods, the gym gods. But my brother disrupted me and it really made me angry. After having my prayer disrupted, I went back to continuing it, praying to my gym gods, Samsalek. Then spread your legs, and that's what he said. And get back to thrusting. That's what he said. Now, does praying to the gods make your chances of having greater and larger glutes actually improve? I don't know, but I am testing this theory because I will do whatever it takes to grow them because they are not seeming to be moving actually. Anyway, maybe actually they are moving inwards and shrinking, but that's not what I want. Moving on from crushing my organs to crushing all of my hope of walking straight is these little extensions. Now, upon bending over, I quickly realized this is a way too much made for tall people. So obviously, as you do, I tried to make it lower, but I don't really know how to do anything, and I feel like this is a man's job, so I was struggling. But because I'm an independent boss, I actually did it. And looking back over this footage is kind of weird because this is the only time I actually bent over for anyone or anything, and it's kind of awkward in a gym. So here's a different angle instead because I don't know, chief. But looking back at it makes me realize I'm not going to continue to stretch like this because that's rather strange. And I also headbutted the weight seamlessly. So then I moved on to a little bit of these, which is, what are these? One-legged Romanian deadlifts? I would think so. And I did 3 sets of 10 on each leg of these two. Now, moving on to a banger. Obviously, this is definitely how much weight I use, guys. It's not a lie, this is real. First of all, clean the machine. I clean it before I use it and after I use it because who knows what kind of shit, literal and metaphorical, goes onto these. I don't want other people's fluids and juices going near me or anywhere up me. So anyways, this machine, it reminds me of childbirth. Not that I would have any memory of that since I've never given birth to a child, but had I, this is what I imagine it would kind of be like. Make sure your legs are quite high so there's no focus on it. I also have to lower the chair obviously because yet again I'm reminded that I'm just short. I never knew that I was, but okay. Then in between sets, obviously don't forget to get in your reps of judging everyone around you and having an existential mental breakdown and crisis. Think about your life, every single moment you've ever had, and then go back to, you know, your workout. To truly finish off the day, I finished with a bit of glute flexing for the thumbnail that I didn't even end up using, and then I went home for some protein. This is my source of protein today. Some donuts. Health, wealth, you know, it's all about balance. But if you want actual protein, get my protein from the link in my description.
Want to tell Joe Biden right now?
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.